everyone. Welcome back to our Cityline Spring Fling. The searches have been done, the people have spoken, and Frankie Flowers has brought me to his own virtual garden. He's here with the 2022 Garden Trend Report. Frankie, I love your space.
Yeah, thank you. I had to bring you into spring. So we bring you into the meta world. Get it? The meta world of spring. Yes.
I love it. Okay,
yeah.
So how popular is gardening right now? Like, let's talk about
over
this.
the last few years, a lot of people had no other option but was to sit in their backyard and to really make it their escape. And because of that, gardening has grown 30%, at least in the last year. And searches on gardening are growing even further and further and further. And one of the most popular searches is kind of weird, kind of strange.
What is it?
Yes.
Stone walls?
Yeah, can you...
Stone walls? Is that it?
One of the most popular searches for gardening on Pinterest was the stone wall. What's really interesting about this stone wall, it's called a dry laid stone wall. So this is a pretty amazing technique where you're actually, there's no mortar or anything, you're dry laying it. And these are very beautiful ancient wall systems. But I find it very interesting now that people not only want space, but maybe they want to keep people out of their space. But that was one of the top searches out there.
Very interesting, because during the pandemic, we did get people to come in and make a retaining wall for our garden to almost like, so yeah, I'm part of this trend. And it wasn't a dry lay like these are stacked up. It was an actual like big slabs of stone, super heavy, and it's beautiful.
Yes.
So I guess I kind of get it.
I get it a little bit too, but I kind of like the other trends that have happened as well. And the other trends that are out there is the cottage garden. A lot of times people say to themselves, well, what the heck is a cottage garden? And if you take a look at this classic style cottage garden, what you're seeing is a free-flowing space.
Picking flowers.
Yeah, you can see that. It almost makes you want to go out there and pick some cut flowers. But a cottage garden is a combination of flowers and vegetables all at the same time, and it's also one that's just a little bit more whimsical, where you're not more, it's away from being formal.
Yeah.
You know, where the formal would be the boxwood hedges all in lines. This is just more free-flowing and allowing nature, like Monet.
Yeah.
If we think of Monet's garden,
yes,
that's more of a cottage-style garden.
It's a little wild, and I think that's nice that people are letting their hair down a little bit when it comes to their gardens. I want to talk about vegetables, because you mentioned that vegetables and flowers sort of live together in harmony.
Yeah.
Groceries are sky high. So vegetable gardens, it makes sense, I guess, that people need to grow their own carrots and tomatoes.
Yeah, people have been wanting to grow their own food, number one, to kind of see where it comes from.
Yeah.
I love the whole idea of, even as a teaching lesson for kids, for them to value food, to grow their own. And even to save some money over time is a great way to do that. Studies have shown that if you do grow your own food, your kids will eat better and eat healthier.
They want to eat it.
And as well, if you're looking for some more rare or unique kind of plants, you want to grow your own. Last year, I had a Cherokee purple tomato.
Ooh.
It's an heirloom variety tomato, almost a black tomato.
Yeah.
I still dream about it right now.
He's the only one that dreams of veggies this way. You've been writing about growing your own food before it was a thing, Frankie, so you're very much ahead of the curve when it comes to this trend. Well, if you think, it's the thing to do.
1956, my family came to Canada. Yeah. And they worked in the Hollow Marsh growing vegetables.
There you go.
So it's been a while.
It's in the DNA.
It's been a while. You know, when we go from growing your own food.
I want to live here.
Another really popular search that's over 200%. Is the outdoor kitchen or the outdoor entertaining space.
That's outside.
That's outside, because during these last couple of years, it's always been about dining outside.
That's right.
And because of dining outside has become such a popular trend that now in landscape and landscape design, this is a space that people want. Not only a space where you can cook outdoors, covered area as well, but where you can eat outdoors. So the outdoor kitchen, outdoor pizza ovens, and now there are a full selection of, you know, you can get outdoor dishwashers. Oh my gosh. You can get outdoor fridges.
That's called your kids. Outdoor dishwasher. I knew he'd get it.
Yeah, I'm a believer in making your kids work.
Wash the dishes,
because if your kids want something like this, they're going to have to work a ton.
You got to work a ton. I think
hours.
that is beautiful. Oh, and this is gorgeous too. So is this continuing on that trend of sort of letting things go and being a little bit more wild with your garden?
It's about also welcoming in nature. A lot of the times we talked about the fences being the big searches at the beginning. Yeah. And that's like keeping things out. But people now are really looking towards more pollinator gardens and looking for gardens out there to welcome nature in. You know, when you think about bees, what color of flower will attract bees the most?
Red, yellow?
More the ones that are indigo to blue.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
they like that.
They really, really get attracted. So there's even a flowering catnip.
Yeah.
That, if you're thinking about attracting bees,
yeah,
unbelievable that's out there.
Very nice. And you've got an idea, our last garden idea for us.
Yes.
What is it?
And that's really about sustainable gardening. And
yes.
Now sustainable garden practice is using organics, basically even using wood and decay, not tilling the soil. The no-till garden is hugely popular out there.
So being lazy is in. I love it.
But, well, it's regenerative farming. It's about being patient, not being lazy.
Okay.
It's about being patient.
That's fair. That's fair.
Nature work.
Yeah.
This here is what's called a bug motel.
Oh.
Okay, so this is where you're allowing mason bees to come in.
Yeah.
Mason bees are very important for pollination, but also you're allowing parasitic wasps to come in.
Okay.
So instead of us going out and controlling insects by using chemicals, we're using nature to control nature and to work all together. And that's the whole idea about sustainable gardening. And that trend is up about 200%. And finally, just a big trend as well, hot tubs was up 120%.
Get that hot tub. It used to be, oh no, we don't want to be the people with the hot tub. Now it's like, no, 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 get the hot tub. You have to have your own entertaining system at home.
And if you garden, because gardening is growing so much, you got to relax the muscles at the end of the day.
Right. It's all for the garden.
It's all full circle.
Thank you for this spring garden trend report, Frankie. It was so fun. Thanks for having me hang out up here as well. For more information on growing your own garden this season, head on over to cityline.tv.